guys, and welcome to Get Live Podcast. I am joined today with a special guest. My twin sister is with me today.
Hi.
She's saying hi. And we also have Nathan from Koei Techno.
Hey guys!
So this is the second time?
Yeah, it's the sequel to last time.
Sequel, yeah. Koei-2, that's it.
Koei Techno.
You say it in such like a, how do you say, what kind of
Word?
dramatic way, like it's the Terminator or something. Basically, we came over today because we want to talk about some games that have been released. Just kind of like last time, we're going to have a conversation about the Koei games. Warriors Orochi 3, maybe a little bit about DOA. What other games have been released or are looking to be released? Yeah.
What do we have? So we have DOA 6, as you mentioned. We have Warriors Orochi 4, which just come out. We have Atelier Island Series Deluxe Pack, which is all the Atelier Island games brought up to PS4. We also have Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends Definitive Edition on Switch, which is like the version. And we have a new Atelier Lelua, which continues on from the Island Trilogy, the 4th entry. And we have Nelki and the Legendary Alchemists, which is a town building version. Putting away from the old Ateliers.
So I'll be honest with you, I'm not really into the Atelier games. It's not something that I've kind of.
He's basically saying we're here for the Warriors.
We're here for Warriors, and that's it.
And some DOA, that's about it.
Warriors.
I'm only here to talk about Atelier, so I'm not sure how long we're going to do this.
Well then, I think it's time to end this episode. So
Thank you guys, nice coming in.
No, but seriously, there's a couple of games on that list that are very, very interesting, and I really want to delve into them a little bit more. Specifically about Dynasty Warriors 8. So this is a re-release specifically for the Switch. Am I correct in saying that? So what does it have? Because it says Definitive Edition, so I'm presuming characters, DLC, stuff like that.
Yeah, Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends Complete Edition came out on PS4. It's that version on Switch. So you're getting everything you kind of know just on Switch this time, so you can take it with you on the go. You've got the Joy-Con 2 players.
Oh, Joy-Con 2 players?
Joy-Con 2
Wait
players.
a minute.
Yeah.
So you're saying each person can use one of the Joy-Cons?
So yeah, it'd be 2 players on Switch.
Really? That's really confusing me now because I'm thinking, how does that work? The Joy-Con is quite small, so how are you going to...
Same as Warriors Orochi 4. Just turn around and you've got all of that. Yeah, we did Warriors Orochi 4.
I did not know that. I actually did not know. That's very cool.
So that was I think Warriors Orochi 4 was our first 2-player game. It works really well. I can promise you that.
I haven't tried it, but I have seen someone play it, and I was thinking, wow. To be honest with you, I've never seen a Nintendo Switch in real life. But it's in
Costco.
I went to Costco,
When
and
you were trying to hint, saying, "Oh, did you look at that price?"
and I was like,
It's so boring.
it's so small. It's like this big,
It's amazing.
and it's got. I'm like, what the hell? How is a games console this small? I was thinking it was the size of an iPad, right?
Ooh.
But it's like half the size. It's like a 7-inch tablet. Am I correct?
Like an iPad Mini.
About that, yeah. I mean, I've had mine since honestly, you don't recognize the size. I've had mine since launch, and I was like, I don't think it's out with me. It's small. Brilliant. Yeah, I love it. I play so many games on the go now.
I know you work for Koei, but are you going to be getting the game on Switch?
Is Warriors 8 on Switch?
Yeah.
I'll say on day one. Yeah, I think it's going to be really good fun.
Yeah.
I played Warriors Orochi 4 in its entirety on Switch. I was
Oh,
going to
wow.
PS4. The codes did happen to come in on Switch first, which was part of the reason. But with all the traveling I've been doing for work recently and
It just
the holiday
makes
coming
more
up,
sense.
yeah, it's nice just to, if I want to play it, I can finish playing at home, go out, get on the bus or something, go off to a meeting and just
It's
play
so
it.
weird because like a week ago I was saying there isn't that many games on Switch apart from like Mario games and that's about it, right?
Yeah, there's quite a lot now. I think there's an advertisement Nintendo put out over 1,000 games now.
Oh my god.
Like it's only been like a year and a half.
It's
1,000
crazy.
games.
Georgina, this is
But then
more of a
70%
reason to get me a
of those-
Switch.
There's only 2 Mario games. No, 3, right? Mario Kart 8, Mario Party, and
Odyssey.
What the
Odyssey.
hell are the other
And
games
tennis.
apart from that?
So that's
like
4.
There is
Dynasty
4.
Warriors.
We've got quite a few. We've got AOT 2, it's going to be on Swell, Warriors Orochi 4.
I don't know, AOC2 or something.
Yeah, AOT 2
Yeah.
on Switch.
You don't know that.
No, I'm gonna get Switch myself.
I tell you something, right? It's just very exciting for me just to know that there are more Koei games out on portable platforms. Only because in the days of the Vita, because now the Vita is a dead console, but back in those days,
I still play Persona on that, don't you?
still play Persona, but it tends to be that Koei and a couple of other Japanese developers and publishers were releasing content regularly for the Vita. I've noticed that with Dynasty Warriors 8, complete editions on
there.
there.
I mean, we produced a lot of games on Vita actually. We were kind of like avid supporters close to the end, really. I think Tokyo 2 might have been our last game on Vita. But Sony moved on from the Vita, and I think after a while it made sense.
But what's making me more happy is that they're continuing, at least Koei, with portable consoles.
I mean,
It's really encouraging to see.
Oh, that game I did this on Nintendo 2. That was our first Nintendo Switch game. That was kind of like our first dive into it to see it work. So we always wanted to support Switch from the beginning. It just makes sense. People seem to like playing games on the go. It makes sense too. I mean, a lot of our games work quite nicely like this. Whereas it's one of the nice games that you can just kind of play, dip in and out of, and then
I think also works really well on the Switch.
What?
Champion
Jockey, yes.
I get so many people ask me when the next champion.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah,
I can reply with the official comment.
No comment.
Yeah, honestly, on that one, I don't know much about it.
Like, do you know what else we like was thinking about the other day? We've not seen a Ninja Gaiden game in ages.
But speaking about it, Ninja Gaiden, Georgina, I'm sorry, it's not a good game. Sorry, I'm sorry to defend.
Why did you bring me into the podcast?
Hey.
Just insult my games.
I'm not a fan of it.
Okay, what about Yaiba?
Yaiba was good. A lot of people really didn't like it.
You're the only one that says I like Yaiba as well, but you're the only one that says
I loved it. It was a good game, but a lot of people didn't like it. I remember at Eurogamer Expo, we're playing Yaiba. It was really nice.
Love Ninja Gaiden growing up.
I love it.
You know, I love Neo as well. I think Neo is a nice move from Ninja Gaiden. And you can see Ryu Hayabusa again in Dead or Alive 6 coming out February 15th, 2019-ish.
And that's a set day. So one day after Valentine's Day.
I mean,
I
after
think
you have
Koei's
either the
understood.
best day of your life or
Yeah.
the saddest day of your life, you will be able to play Dead or Alive next day.
At least we break up with the girl on the 14th. Someone's doing it.
Well, that's why you break.
People Valentine.
A lot of people do.
Yeah,
A lot of
do
people.
that.
And I think Dead or Alive is going to be the reason why a lot of people break up on Valentine's Day.
Day. We did it last year. We had February 13th. It was Dynasty Warriors 9.
Mm.
I think a lot of people broke up.
Yeah, they're going to break up after.
I think break up after. We did before last year, now after.
That's the whole point. At least Koei is there to, console them.
Korea, therefore,
Comfort.
love life needs.
That's it.
Could deal with 5. Deal with 6, not
Yeah.
deal with 5, and Dynasty Warriors 9. Both of them come out of Valentine's.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a social life anymore because of all these Koei games I've been with. It's not AOG 2, it's Dynasty Warriors 9, it's not Dynasty Warriors 9, it's Samurai
We've
Warriors.
had a lot this year. I mean, after
Like, it's just one after another. I don't have a social life anymore.
I don't think any of us do. Hence why this podcast is called Get a Life Podcast. It makes so much
I'm
sense.
still looking for mine, so when it comes
Going back to the main topic of this, Warriors Orochi, I was going to say Warriors Orochi 3.
Is
Warriors
Japan,
Orochi 4
Or Orochi 4.
is out already. I've played it, I've completed the game. I've unlocked all characters, all 170 characters.
Oh,
That's crazy, isn't it?
Guinness World Record holders. We
So
are.
is that record for the most
playable characters in a hack and slash game, I believe.
But is it not just also for all games? Because I don't think there's a game that's
I've
more
been
playable
wondering
characters,
this
no?
because that's what this specific title is.
Mm.
I was wondering what game would have more. Like we've got so many. Even the Lego games don't come anywhere
No,
close
of
to
course
like.
not. But and the funny thing is, right? When we talk about 170 playable characters, we're not talking about like NPCs. We're talking about fully playable, full move sets, no clone characters. That's insane.
See, I can't even imagine that being that many characters in Warriors Orochi because I remember like Warriors Orochi 3 you had DOA characters, like this characters you had, I think, was it Hercules?
You had
No, it wasn't Hercules, it was
you had Attilia characters in the game, if I'm not mistaken. You
it
had
was Achilles as well, like
Achilles.
those as well.
So, if I'm not mistaken, this game only focuses on the Samurai Warriors characters, Dynasty Warriors, and the original characters from.
So you've got them 3 series. The dev team really wants to bring just all them characters together. They didn't want to have an empty roster. They wanted to make sure that everyone was included.
Do you think that has surpassed Warriors Orochi 3 in terms of the amount of characters they have?
It's insane.
It's
Before they
insane
left
to
off,
think that.
they left off some characters from the show roster. You could obviously have the Ateliers and the Ninja Gaidens, but this time we even added in 5 quick gods to come and join the battle, spice things up a little bit.
It's insane, isn't it?
Do you know what? This is one of the things I love the most from Warriors Orochi 4 is that when you first start the game, you have this, like, what's it called, the save data. It's so cool.
Yeah, you get a lot. If you played a lot of Dynasty Warriors 9 and Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate, not the one I can't think of right now, but yeah, you go.
You know, it caps you out at, I think, 100,000 EXP.
Yeah, I know.
And I got a bit annoyed. I was like, I've got more kills than that.
You can't go in though to Warriors Orochi 4 and have like all your characters straight away instant level.
Why
It wouldn't
not?
be fun.
No, that's true. It wouldn't be fun at all. You know, I still haven't used that XP.
Really?
I still haven't, no.
That's good.
Really?
When you finish the
That's what
game,
I did.
Haven't used it. The reason being is
Yes.
because I felt that it might just give me an unfair advantage. Like, when I went in playing the game, I decided I'm not going to play on easy. I'm going to play on normal, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to skip hard. I'm going to go to chaos or chaotic mode.
Yes.
And the mode that I like even more, I'm not sure if we can talk about it, is pandemonium. That is insane. It's basically chaos mode, but no health regen. That's insane.
It's tough. The game is tough.
It's like
Is that
the
even
amount
if
of
you've
challenge.
got like attributes in your weapons like osmosis and
No, if you've got osmosis and if you've got like those kind of weapon upgrades, it will work. But it kind of adds a level of strategy to the game. You have to think about what weapons, what characters you're going to use, and especially because I'm not sure if I can talk about it, but the special thing about the pandemonium mode is that a certain character appears. If you beat him, you get special weapons and such. So there is that level of reward for that challenge. So that's what I like about it. That's why
it's worth it, definitely. I mean, I think when you first play the game, you realise how hard it is compared to what you think. Even on normal, Lulu, first chapter when you kill it, that's a very tough fight for a normal mode for a first level boss.
of course it is very intense. Like
especially sort of like God bracelet as well.
or the Ouroboros. That's something new to this game, and we want to talk about it. Is this whole magic thing?
Yeah.
Certain moves have been replaced. You know, the R1 moves in older Warriors Orochi games that would use the Muso bar has been replaced with this new magic system. And I honestly find it works really well. At the beginning, I was like, "What the hell is this?" Like, but it works really well with the story and works really well in terms of gameplay. I don't find it like something that I have to use.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it does quite help a lot. You know, if you're
It's nice. It really just feels made for Warriors, if you get what I mean. So like, it doesn't feel like they're trying to implement a feature. It just feels like it is Warriors gameplay.
I find it so easy to play. Like even on the first matches, you can easily get like 2,000 players. And that's it. Whereas in games of Fantasy Warriors, although it's more than possible, it takes a bit longer.
But I would say also that's because Dynasty Warriors as a game tends to have bigger maps. And this is something I noticed with Warriors Orochi 4. Mainly because there are Samurai Warriors characters, they would have had to reduce the map size for hyper attacks. Yeah. Because it doesn't work on larger maps. So I've seen a lot of people complaining, the maps are small, but it wouldn't work on larger maps. And that's just something to be
And the
expected.
team wanted to obviously bring it back to its roots.
Yeah, of course, the older games.
Because we had Dynasty Warriors 9 when open world, it was very big, ambitious, and then they really wanted to kind of focus on getting all them characters in, kind of smaller maps, more kind of places to beat, get KOs. I think it works really well for it. The magic, as you said, works really cool. Like the surfing magic, remember that one?
With the
One
trident.
of my favourite magic.
You know, I'll be honest with you, my favourite magic move is from, I think, now Masai, his unique magic attack. He throws the spear, and then there's those fireworks that come out. It's very theatrical. That's something that the Warriors Orochi franchise has always been. It's always been theatrical, it's always been over the top, but not too much.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of jokes in the game, there's a lot of, little hidden things. Yeah, of course. Like you get to experience those characters in a way that you would never experience them before.
And that's what I loved about the Warriors Origin games growing up as well, not even just working on 4, but is that it's a unique story. I love Dynasty Warriors, I love Samurai Warriors, it's nice to have like a fresh take and a new story to kind of support. It's like different.
It's really like a fan game. Like what other game would you have?
Well, that's
Both
pretty.
your favourite characters?
That's pretty much what it is for the most part.
It's
Made for the fans.
It's a fan game. I love it.
Nice.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. Like that, even seeing certain scenarios in game. I'm not going to say which ones, but seeing them, you can tell that they were made to bring a smile on your face, to to get a chuckle out of you, and it's just incredible. Like the writers on this game have done the best job.
In chapter 1, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that with is it Xiaoju and
I don't think he's. I don't think that's chapter 1. I think that's chapter 2.
No, I think
Chapter 1, from what I know, is where they get their magic.
just the 3 beginning. Naotora.
Naomasa and
Naomasa's there, yeah.
Tarakasu on there.
which is like the dream team.
It's the dream
Samurai
team.
Warriors.
It's the dream.
If not, my second dream
But
team would be Masamune Date. No, actually no. I love Makuichi as well. But mostly
not
it has
into
to
that.
be Ina and then Yuki.
Okay, no, that's a good question.
And maybe Yukimura.
I'm not sure. What is your current team? Your 3-man team going on?
I've been cheeky because we're Katiba.
Yeah.
I like going as a 3-gun team. It's cool. I like being Zeus and just I let fan people on about
Zeus is very overpowered.
He is. I'm not gonna.
So
I'm not gonna break that one. He is. Yeah. But
Yeah, well, he's a god. It makes
he's
sense.
the god of gods.
Yeah.
Like, he is
He's
the
one of
god.
characters in the storyline.
Yeah, Zeus is.
You know who's also even more overpowered than Zeus? his son.
Oh, no.
What's his name? Ares. Oh my god,
There it is, yeah.
it's crazy. Like those
Ares
things
is the
become
dragon
like
piercers,
yeah.
right?
What the hell is that?
They are cool. Like I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, "Is this really a dragon thing? I love this!" And like straight away.
Oh my god, dragons.
And then you got Athena's quite powerful too, actually. Like
Athena's okay.
not as obviously not as OP as them other guys, but
There's like even playing as characters like QB or Orochi. Those are just I thought okay, Orochi was the old school OP, and you're just playing as Zeus, and you're like, wow, no, forget about it, Orochi. There's no need to have you on the team.
Do you know how I love Thanos?
Who?
Goji.
I feel so sorry for him. I feel so sorry for him.
Why?
If you play the game, you'll understand, but I feel so sorry for him.
But I love him. I love even his miso where he drinks the wine and shit.
yeah.
He enlarges himself with the wine. But you can do that with weapon upgrades as well. There's like a super giant upgrade. I'm not sure if you've got that yet.
Yeah.
It's one of those gold ones. Basically, I think
But
after
it's not
magic
comedic.
attack.
Like, the miso itself is really comedic and I love it.
But I think that's part of Shuten Joji's character. He's supposed to be this
Yeah.
strong kid,
I
right?
can't remember what roster it was, but I had them together next to Mitsunari, and you can see his teeth with the orange wig on. Like, I know his hair is his hair, but I think Mitsunari's it's a wig, isn't it? So like you sort of like look at it and you think, wow, I think it's like father and really OP
Father and
father.
son.
And
Oh, this
son.
is something I want to talk about. Father and son.
Father and son.
It's something that is it's a main theme.
Yeah.
Family. Like parents. I've never heard chichue. I've heard that word, the word father in Japanese, so many times. It's just like, Jesus Christ, how many times we have to say father in this game? It's just too much. It's quite sweet at the same time because you see Sima Zhao, talking to his dad, and it's like stuff that you don't see.
Ina and Chris Honda.
Yeah, that's why I like the Warriors
I
Orange
love it.
series because it's got that nice.
People
Yeah, it's got the bonds between characters. And you get a bit more. You get more personality. You wouldn't see in the distance.
You get to spend more one-on-one time with the characters. Speaking about characters, the last thing I'm going to speak about is my team, Naomasa, Natora, and I usually tend to switch out either Kai or Wanyuaji.
You can't ever say that.
You can't, yeah, but I find that the Samurai Warriors characters are a lot because they got those hyper attacks.
That's actually why I think when I play, I do tend to go towards the samurai. characters.
Yeah.
If I play-
At least one. You have to have at least.
Any
Dinosaurs as of yet, but that's because you haven't really got far into the story. I think there's a lot of characters like Guo Hai. Like I usually don't play as Guo Hai in Dynasty Warriors that much, but it's not he's OP. It's just he's hilarious. The interactions that he has, or he can get that magic meter up very
I
quickly.
will never ever forget Warriors of Chibi when he saw Kanbei and he thought he saw death. But I love little inserts like that.
There's more of that as well. He's referred to as a ghost in this game.
Oh, I love
If
it.
you
I love it.
one of the final side missions. Speaking of the missions themselves, there is quite a lot of content in this game,
There is a lot of it.
and that's not including DLC that is to soon come out.
Yeah.
But this game in itself, I thought, okay. When I saw the achievement list, it was saying, "Oh, finish chapter 4." I was thinking, only 4 chapters? Come on! But those chapters, they take you a long
They
time.
bore you, right? Like, 'cause I remember playing it like deep, like chapter 1. Oh, it's 3 missions. I was like, this game is going to be so easy.
short.
But yeah, there's I think only 7.
It's
Well,
ridiculous.
But yeah, and we got the side mission.
And that's not just the main content. There's also unique weapons to get, completing the game on chaos.
Yeah, every mission has its own objectives, and obviously, if you want to play it on hard difficulties, just get rare items, and there's a lot to do in the game.
I've noticed that. Yeah.
Before it used to be like defeat this many people in 3 minutes.
Oh.
Like 500 enemies.
Me and Georgina, we were doing the unique weapon for Naomasa,
Okay.
and it was so hard because it was like defeat Natora E in 7 minutes,
Yeah.
and you have to go. I
Then
don't
defeat 3 more characters.
three
before
more
that.
characters before
Yeah.
that, and it's just so hard. I'm like, how is this
With
even
you,
possible? I tried doing it alone,
Yeah.
and we barely got through it in co-op, so it was just
like
ridiculous.
missed out by like
That was the first time, and then we were like, we're gonna.
it's not like you
review
miss
this.
out by like a good 5 minutes or 1 minute.
Yeah.
You miss out by seconds.
When it's that short, it doesn't got anything.
It's ridiculous,
But
but
all the challenges,
it's great because it gives you that kind of feeling of accomplishment. Like, oh, I've done this. Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I love about this kind of game series.
And they do build up. See, the first 2 missions are quite, the basic ones, like defeat someone in 10 minutes, and someone you can easily get to.
Yeah.
But they do ramp up fast to get to the chapters.
It's not like everyday sort of like, it's not repeated.
Yeah.
really character specific, which is what I like about this game.
Just to end on Warriors Orochi 4, the game, I just want to say something. If you're thinking about picking up this game, please do, because it's I've written it in the review, gave it a 9 out of 10, that's fine. But what I wrote in it is that this is the best Warriors game of all time. And I truly mean that, because I've never seen a game like that that's made me feel so, I don't know, not emotional, but it's made me feel so happy. It's like, wow, I've never seen a game like that. It's just ridiculous. And it's like, okay, some people might say, okay, it's another Warriors game, but if
you
you're,
don't actually have to play the previous Warriors.
that's another thing.
No,
You don't need to.
You don't need to play the previous ones. Yes, it's good because then you get the XP and whatnot.
Yeah,
But the best thing is, if you're new to the series,
It's a complete new story, and even if you want to know the backstory, it's in the game already.
Obviously, you know, if you played Warriors Orochi the Ultimate, cool, it does continue on from the end through Ultimate. You don't have to do that. The game it will sum up for you. You know the whole narrative, and it's the best entrance one, I think. You want to play a new Warriors game.
And the best thing about it is it kind of leads into, you know, the other great titles. You know, you got your Samurai Warriors 4-2, you got your Dynasty Warriors 8 Definitive Edition that's coming out.
On Switch soon,
So especially if you bought this game on Switch, you've got another game to look forward to on the 27th of December.
I mean, you know, the Dynasty Warriors Samurai Warriors have had like such a rich history over the years. Like, if you like a character media series, you're going to find games which has that character in, you can play through. There's just so much to go. Warriors Orochi 4 is a great start. I think it's the best place to learn about the characters, and then you can learn that stories in real life.
If I didn't have Warriors Orochi, I would feel like I would miss so many samurai. Like, I would start to miss the Samurai Warriors. If there's ever times I feel deficient on Samurai Warrior games, I have Warriors Orochi, and that would just give me,
I think my first year at Code, 2016, we released Samurai Warriors Empire. So it's been 2 years since the last Samurai Warriors.
I mean, you had Samurai Marvel.
We did. We had Spirit of Sanada, which came out in May
Is it
last year.
Samurai? Why is it Samurai?
That's
It's Spirit
Japanese.
of Sanada, really. So, Western name.
The ironic thing is we don't even own the Japanese copy.
I know.
So I don't know where you're getting this from.
I think
I
it's
don't
because
know.
it was revealed as Sanada, like we didn't have a title at first, I think, when we announced it. So it was like Sanada Maru working title.
So, like, at least it's one of the names is synonymous.
Yeah.
I'm not making some random
No. Yeah, it became Spirit of Sanada in the end. As we went through. I mean, so we've had about maybe like a year and a bit since the last Samurai Warriors game, and you know, a few months since the last Dynasty Warriors game. So, you know, it's the next game in the series.
I'll be very honest with you, I think before Warriors Orochi came out, I would have to play all those games.
Which ones? You mean the...
Dash 2.
You know, a game that I've been playing quite a lot before Warriors Orochi, just to get hyped. Obviously, it was the Warriors Orochi 3. I've gone back through 1 and 2. But it was also All-Stars.
I love Warriors.
We was talking about it last time, but I feel that All-Stars is also another game that kind of introduces you into a certain game mechanics that has made its way over to Orochi 4.
And it's weird because not only does it introduce you to the Warriors game, which is really nice in itself, it introduces you to a lot of Koei games that maybe people would have never played before. Like even the Gus titles, the TDA games, are ones that maybe people might have not played before. And from learning about the characters in that game, that might encourage them to go on. Or they're very different gameplay mechanics, of course.
Sure.
It's nice. It's nice to just have that rich history. Even like stuff like Hakuna and stuff within it, which you would not expect to see.
I still haven't unlocked it.
Haven't you?
I'm trying to figure out how to. But I'm looking through forums and everything, and I'm like, I don't know.
I know there's like a DLC code you can unlock in that.
Oh, I'm not about that.
I was my already unlocked code again. I was like, please.
Before we kind of depart from Warriors Orochi, is I honestly thought that we were never going to see Warriors Orochi 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that after Warriors All Stars?
Because of Warriors All Stars, and I thought this is what Koei's going to do. This is a new IP. I was ready for it. I said, you know what? We're not going to get any Warriors Orochi. I'm fine with All Stars. If this is the game that's going to replace it, I'm okay with it.
I didn't play All-Stars, so
All Stars really good.
When is Warriors Orochi 4 coming out? I was just praying for it.
Well, last year was the 20th, or was it 20th anniversary?
I think it was. Of
Omega Force. So obviously Warriors All Stars was a great way to celebrate that. Because it's not just celebrating Omega Force itself, it's celebrating Koei and all of our like history.
All of the goodness.
Exactly that, and you know, doesn't mean it's the end of Warriors Orochi just because we released All Stars. And they definitely want to do Warriors Orochi. I just think last year wasn't quite the time for that. I think they wanted to kind of work on something a bit more celebratory, something a bit more fun and light-hearted. Because obviously the Warriors Orochi games, while they are a bit more light-hearted compared to Dynasty with Samurai Warriors, they are still quite serious in tone.
Yeah, I've
Whereas
noticed that.
Warriors All Stars was
It was
fun, it was silly, it was you know, enjoyable. for a different reason than Warriors Archie 4 is. And I think it was nice to have the team work on something a bit different, and it helped kind of build up to this game. So.
Also, the magic in this game is unreal. It's one of the best things about this game.
So cool.
The spirit vomiting thing, when you do together Muso. Is it the trigger Muso?
The
I can't remember the actual name of it.
Is it Ultimate Magic?
Unity Magic.
Unity
Yeah,
Magic.
when you do the is it
Triggers.
L2R2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Amazing.
It's
Especially
It's
with a
alright.
character like Ina to like break out.
It's alright.
It's
Magic
it's okay.
It's okay. Wow, we go down.
What do you
Alright,
mean?
okay.
It's
alright.
amazing.
It's amazing.
It's alright.
It's just so cool. Like, I remember like when it first came out, I was like, what's this gonna be? What's this? And I pressed it, I was like, oh my god, everyone just died. I was just like, this is so cool.
Best thing is you still have your little rage mode as well. The R1 circle Musos are the magic Muso.
Unique Magic. So
Unique
cool.
Magic is great. I also like the special Musos that you get for the deified forms of certain characters. So Natora E, Lubu. That's crazy, isn't it? Don't you think?
It's one of the things which I think people were a bit confused at first. But we got Magic. I was like, okay, so where are the God modes as well? And it's only for specific characters. The one I can't talk about is Yukimura Sanada, only because he's the main flank player producing for the
Because
entire-
he's on the game cover.
He's on the game. I can't escape that one. Yeah. So you know.
What else is it? The other ones.
Well, there's from the ones that I know that appear early, Lubu,
Yeah, obviously
Natora,
the story.
Jaoyun.
And it's
Yeah,
all
Jaoyun.
in the story.
I didn't know if I was allowed to say that. Because
He's on the cover,
He's
so
on
you
the
can't.
covers.
Yeah,
He's on the cover's fun.
It's fine.
I love the costumes they have.
They're cool. I think it's a really nice way of making some characters fresh again. Like, you know, we've seen Yukimura Sanada quite a bit. I love him as a character, but it's nice to see, you know, a new form, a new mode. You know, fire spears are cool. People like
I
that.
know, that's pretty cool. And what I like also is that they're delving in more into the Greek mythology.
Yes.
And if you've noticed it, they're all based off Greek gods. And
It's
that's
really nice that the dev did that. I mean, remember they first started talking about it with us. So this is really cool. We got
Yeah.
some Greek gods. Like, it's nice. You know, I like the whole Japanese gods and Japanese history, but it's nice to have that blend with our history a little bit. You know, I'm growing up on European history.
I think basically when it comes to mythology and history in general, code games is the one. Japanese history, you've got your Chinese history, you've got your Greek mythology, your Chinese mythology, and even your Japanese mythology.
There's just so much to work with as well, I think, which I think the dev team just love diving into that.
Yeah.
But it must have taken them a long time to kind of figure out what they're going to do and to deal with all of these characters and side missions and all that.
Yeah.
Is the dev team quite large, or are they like small dev team?
I can't comment on numbers, I don't actually know fully, but it is a big team.
It's a big
team. I mean, you know, we helped them out as well, kind of with bits. I have a manager, she's Greek, so obviously a lot of this fell under her remit when we were like, this is a sacred treasure, and then I give her something like, that's not how you say it in Europe. It's like you say it in Europe.
Wow.
So, you know, it was nice to have silly things like that where we just get like a list of all these like sacred treasures and like god names and god weapons. And the manager just be like, no, that's wrong. No, that's not how you say it. And she just went through and I was like,
Well, I
really
guess
cool.
because it is part of her culture. She has that
Yeah.
right to do
Has
that.
that expertise.
And it's nice. It's just nice that we can make sure it was true. Like, you know, it's correct and accurate. And I think that's, you know, fans like that. They like the historical accuracy. Well, they like the fun romances and friendships and bonds of the games. All the ships. You know,
Oh.
pirate ships and that shit.
The ships. All I'm going to say is that if you thought Warriors Orochi 3 shipping was crazy, this game takes it to another level, but in a good way. I think everyone's going to enjoy that.
In a community
No,
kind of way,
of course
I love
not.
it. So cool.
Talking of Warriors Archie, do you have a present? I know you guys like to be the present givers. This time I took that role.
Okay.
So in Japan,
Yeah.
we have the Warriors Archie 4 training.
Okay.
And these are quite rare.
Georgina, why is your face
I
lighting
what's
up?
in it.
Whoa, treasure box.
So, it does look a bit blank. I know no one can see this, but I'm describing it. It's a white box, guys. So,
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
alright, you have to be really careful with this because I broke one over there. Right.
You broke one the other day.
Let's not talk about that bit right now. Let's look at this amazing treasure box. So you got the game in a lovely box. It comes with the soundtrack, clear folder, stuff like that. So that's really cool. That's the platinum box, as they call it, premium box, sorry.
Okay.
The treasure box also comes with Warriors Archie 4 script. Signed
Script?
by the voice actors in the back.
Oh, my God.
Wait. This is a
Yes.
script
Script of the game.
Yes.
of everything that's in the game.
All the cutscenes.
That's crazy. Okay. I'm not going to be able to read that.
You also
But
get the Omega Force 20th anniversary soundtrack
Oh, the soundtrack
from
is
the
lit.
performance.
Yes.
And not only that, you get a Warriors Archie 4 guest calendar, which
Wow.
has all the characters.
I think that's the best bit out
And
of
it's
all.
not years. It uses every year.
Really?
Every year.
It just says 1, 2, 3. Just numbers. There's no the date on them, so you can use that all around.
Oh,
wow.
And this is my friend for you guys. So
Oh,
I've actually just packed
cute.
up. This is
Oh, wow.
for you. We only have one left. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't get you two.
No, it's
This is.
fine.
Please don't argue.
Don't
It's
worry.
fine.
No, well, you've
There
got to
we
get a
go.
Switch to use it, Julie.
So it is a Japanese Switch copy, but I will give you a code so you can play on your Switch as well when you get one of those.
Oh.
When we get one.
Or your birthday, whatever
But you can play this on a European
one
Switch
you
now.
know. You can. I mean, don't you want to play it in English?
No, why not? I'll learn Japanese.
This
Don't
is for
worry,
you
guys.
guys. I'm going to put it behind me. That's for you guys to take that. Do not forget it. Do not
We will forget it. Don't worry.
if you do, I'm going to just have to keep it myself.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, thank you.
No,
Nathan,
guys.
you didn't need to do that.
I really wanted to get you something.
See, this
And they
is
came at the right time. I didn't think they were going to be here in time. My game's got stuck. Sorry, guys.
You're Attack on Titan.
People here, like, they just think I'm an idiot. Because I'm just.
because you're traipsing around in the cave.
It is
But-
Halloween. Can we clarify that on mic? It is Halloween.
That's the
Yeah,
good
yeah,
point.
yeah.
It is
When will
Halloween.
when will this episode be released?
It will be released.
On Halloween?
Probably
That's
not.
it.
There's no way I'll
There's
be
no
able
way to all that
Imagine.
done.
Oh, I could do it.
Go on, Bish.
I start editing from now.
I want it up at 11:59 p.m. No,
I'll try my best. I'll try my best.
Technically still Halloween.
We could do it on Halloween. I think by the time this comes out, it'll be
You can do
mid-November.
editing. I'm gonna go home after this.
She's gonna play Warriors of
Warriors
Rock.
She's gonna go sleep and play Warriors Arch. You're gonna do loads of work.
By the time I'm going to be on the train and I'm going to be editing all of this. That's it, man.
Yeah, so you know, Warriors Arch 4, it's a good deal.
It is a great game.
Good game. Good game.
And now, just for people out there that haven't maybe bought it yet, you can get it on PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and
And PC. So basically everything.
if you own a console this generation, unless it's like a 3DS.
So there's no excuse for anyone.
Imagine that.
If you still own a 3DS, you can buy Switch.
Is there any phone games on 3DS?
Huh?
Is there any phone games?
Dead
Dead or Alive Dimension.
There was also a Dynasty Warriors 7 game.
There was.
Dynasty Warriors Versus.
And there was Telia.
But it was exclusive to Japan. I think they had Link
Yeah, they
as a
did.
playable character.
There was one of the Telia Island games on DS as well for a while.
I wouldn't know because I don't play
You don't play it.
I don't play video games.
What?
The only one I played was Rorona.
We're remaking that one.
Again, how many times it gets remade?
I said we're making it. Not again. I said we're making it. Yeah. So we had the Verona on PS3. Then we had the Plus on
Vita.
PS3 and Vita.
That's the one I played.
The Plus was like with all the DLC,
Hmm.
and then the new one's going to be like on next gen. Ready for you to continue your adventures with Atilia.
You know, I'm not a big fan of Atilia, but I want to mention this again. Another game that you guys should buy if you ever get the chance to is
Champion Jockey.
Champion. No, I was going to be serious. I was going to say Blue Reflection. That's like my favorite game of all time.
Blue Reflection is really, really fun.
And I think a lot of people don't give it enough.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice. It was a really nice game because obviously I've been working here for 3 years now. Gus, you know, it's nice working with games. I enjoyed them. It was nice to just see something surprising that I didn't expect. Blue Reflection. And when it got put on my desk, I was like, "This is so cool! I want to play this game now. It's everything I've always wanted."
I'm hoping for a second game, but you know, we're not.
Fingers crossed. If the voices are heard from the millions, I'm sure the dev team will hear it.
So hoping for like at least a Champion Jockey release.
Josina, you haven't
On
played the
Switch.
first.
Gus, don't make Champion Jockey. They can't be designed in this way.
Was it a Megaforce that made Champion Jockey or?
Oh, you're testing my knowledge now. I've not been here on a champion. I never played champion. This is a really bad thing to admit.
Yeah.
I've never played champion.
I played it once, and it was like the last one I remember was on the Wii.
Yeah,
And it was alright. It wasn't like the PS2 Champion Jockeys, but I mean, it was such a weird release from Toei. Just like, hey, we make horse
Yeah.
racing games as well.
I've heard lots of great things about it. I mean, there's a TV show in what's it called? Dara Brian
yeah.
show.
Yeah, I saw them play it on there.
And they reached out to me randomly, like, "Do you have any copies of Champion Jockey left?" I was like, "That's a really good question." And then, yeah, I ended up arranging it all to be on the TV show. So, oh wow! But to sit in the audience and watch it happen, it was an interesting experience. But some of them games you don't have enough in the office. Did that campaign before I was here? Yeah.
It's pretty nice words.
What do you mean? What Dynasty War?
Or DOA or something.
DOA, I think.
Probably. I think that would work more.
I
But
think Dara Brian did DOA.
you think so?
Yeah, I can imagine.
I can imagine playing as Kasumi or something like that.
I don't think he's a Kasumi person. I think he's more Ionic.
I think he's a Bayman kind of guy.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's a what kind of guy?
Bayman, I think he's more of a Bayman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's more like really like
Or Leon maybe.
No, Leon's a bit shit. No offense.
I don't know, but Dara Brian, like, we can't.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We can't-
Sorry, Dara, if
Not
you're
our
listening.
personal tastes here. We're on about Dara's.
Exactly.
Oh, speaking about DOA, just before we wrap up, really. DOA 6.
DOA 6.
That's the thing.
That is the next game.
That's the next.
Thank you for remembering.
Yeah. Well, 6 does come after 5, so.
Wow. Yeah, DOA
Who
6.
knew?
Yeah, it's a final release day.
Are you excited for it?
I am sorry.
Yeah.
This has been so.
I know Georgina's excited for it because all she plays is DOA.
Is she?
We were playing it just to get hyped, and I was like, this is the reason why I don't play. I don't play DOA because she beats me all the time in DOA.
See, I wish I could do that. See, as I work with Chloe, I can't play 5 last rounds and get hyped now.
Yeah.
Because I have 6 in the office. So if I'm at home and I want to play some DOA, I'm like,
It's insane.
Stop 6.
Stop crying.
Oh, damn it.
So you break into the office and you play 6. Is that what you're
Oh, guys, I broke it on the weekend. Sorry for the broken window. I've stayed late so many times playing our games. Like, I think that's one of the weird things in the office because I'm like that much in like a.
So what, you finish work?
Yeah, like, I finished at 5 and I just sit there for like 2-3 hours playing.
Wow, 2-3. Well, you live close by.
I do live close, but I mean, even if I was far away, I think it's just because I like playing our games.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you know that you borrow the copy and then bring it back?
It's on a debug console.
it is on a debug. I mean,
that's why.
there's rules.
Did you know that you borrow the console and bring it back?
I'm not taking it out for meetings. I'm not sure what the rules are. I'm taking it. Taking it home. But I'm happy to set it up.
The question that I want to know is that are we going to see more like community events around DOA?
I'm not too sure. So
Because I remember with DOA 5 on before the release, we had tournaments. With IGN Pro League.
When we had a lot of the PS4 like lobbies.
Yeah, there was stuff like that. So I just wanted to know because DOA is very community based.
it is.
Are we going to see?
That's a big thing. Obviously with esports as well. That's obviously an area that definitely go into. Community thing. Definitely good to check socials. Our social team will be handling that in the next few weeks, months leading up to launch. Hopefully they'll have some ideas and plans. I don't know what they are yet.
I'd love there to be like even if it's like somewhere like London, Liverpool, like a little convention where you just have like
Like a DOA convention.
DOA con.
DOA con.
So they have DOA Festival in Japan, which is a big deal.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. So
That's
like
a real thing.
It is, a DOA Festival.
It's an official thing? Or?
Next month. But yeah, we run it. Coach run it.
Really?
Obviously, I do it personally. It's not yeah. So that runs every year. I think it's running this year as well. So
What happens in the festival? We play
I think they're showing off DOA 6 this time. It's just like you can buy merch.
cosplay.
It's all that fun stuff. So I mean, they do that every year in Japan. Yeah, keep an eye on our social. Our social team are definitely planning stuff for DOA.
Okay.
I don't know personally myself yet. I'm just a PR boy, I talk to the press.
I think if we ever go to Japan, it has to be around the time of Tokyo Game Show and
Oh, you mentioned Tokyo Game Show. You guys were at Tokyo Game Show this year. Am I correct?
I wasn't personally. We weren't.
Oh, so you were just at the office.
I was in England. I got the short straw. I got Birmingham. I got EGX.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with
Don't get me
Birmingham.
wrong. I've been to EGX every year. I love EGX. It's definitely the short story of the situation.
Yeah, of course. The Tokyo Game Show. I
What do
can
you do?
imagine.
Like, how do you decide who goes where? Do you just put out a hat and be like,
It depends on the
Germany
day.
this time, you're going Tokyo.
So no, last year there was a lot of like press stuff at TGX,
Yeah.
so I got chosen for TGX last year. This year it's more like social coverage, which makes no sense to me. That's
Oh, so it's based on like your area. Of work.
and I was on stage at EGX doing the Warriors 24 live streams and stuff.
The real reason is they play DOA 6 and they figure out who gets to go based on that. That's, I'm guessing.
Who wins?
Who wins gets to go to Japan.
Who gets the most
I
players
don't know,
or
I
Orochi?
can confidently say I'm pretty good at DOA.
Do you think so?
I can't even
Who's the
translate
champion
that.
in the office currently?
I don't think we have a champion yet. I think there's a lot of people that say they're quite good at the game, though they've never really put the skills.
I
Do
can
you want?
imagine.
Do you want to call anyone out?
I
Live,
don't, because I
okay.
feel like what will happen is I'll go back upstairs and I'll get beaten to a pop on the game. Not
I
in
have
real life,
a feeling-
obviously.
Am I allowed to say this? Is it Marilena? I feel like Marilena is pretty good at the game. I just have that feeling. I feel like she would whack someone with
I've
Ayane.
not
Some
seen-
character like Ayane.
I've not seen her skills in action yet, so I can't
No.
comment. But then we're all good ninjas. I've been quite good at hiding my skills. I thought Shimbori.
So who's? Whoa! Did you
Ooh,
win
that was-
against Shibori-san?
There were 3 rounds.
And
Okay.
Lost the first.
yeah.
Won the second, pretty sure.
Who was playing as who?
I was playing as Janlane.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
he taught me Janlane that day.
Oh, he taught you.
He's like,
Personally.
Nathan, you're really bad at Janlane, we're going to teach you Janlane.
What?
No, I never played Janlane. I always liked the look of it, but I just wasn't.
What character do you usually play as?
Now Janlane. I've heard it from you. It's just my girl.
Okay.
Not sure on that one. You're not sure on that one. I saw that. No, I don't.
Okay, so what character was he playing?
He was playing.
Wow.
Ooh.
Serious, he's quite good in general. He just,
That is
Well,
he
amazing.
just jumps
with
on characters and
combos.
knows them. I mean, he did make the game.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna win this. First round, I was so confident.
I can imagine this level being S++++++.
I want to know, does he play pro players? Like, does he go against like people
I know,
like Suzy and Master?
I know him and Master played because we were all at Gamescom together. Master was down this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did beat Master.
Okay.
I feel like Shimbori is being nice to me during this whole procedure because he's like, "Oh, they're losing. I'll let him have one round. Oh, I'm still gonna win."
Even though I made the game and I know how to play it.
But Master. Ooh, he's tough.
He's incredible. I've had one round.
to go easy.
Yeah.
He just kept beating me in the wall.
So I would love to play against Suzy.
I'd
that
love
would
to
be
challenge
interesting.
Suzy. I remember E3. I fanboyed that.
When, this E3.
Yeah, I've always watched Suzy's videos. I've loved Suzy for a long time before Koei. And E3. Walk to the door,
All
but
the stories
Suzy.
he has on YouTube is little
Oh, dude, I broke out. Like, I've never
Start
fanboyed.
crying.
I've never found out. Like, oh my god, that's Suzy. Oh my god. And then the guy's like, saying hi. I was like, I know you would want to talk to me. And then he came up and hugged me. I was just like, oh
He
my
follows
God.
me on Twitter, but this was ages ago when he was following back a lot of his followers.
He follows me on social now. I was like,
That must have been like a achievement in life.
oh, I got a picture of them. This is the one.
But honestly, he's one of those YouTubers who's like super kind in the heart. Like he's always in these different countries and he's like telling people like, oh, we're going to buy a bunch of like video games and hand them out to the public and stuff. Like
He's really nice.
he really gives back to his followers.
And he looks so stylish.
Wow, he's
Oh, yeah,
got
of
the best stories as well. He was on America's Next Top Model once. So,
What?
No, like they're in the final, but he was just there like watching it, and it just said like, do you know when there's famous people there and they had their name up this person?
Yeah.
He was there. It said Suzy, YouTuber.
That's amazing.
Wow.
I love that.
I was like,
Oh, I love Suzy. I remember watching like college and school. I'm like, this guy's so cool. I never meet him, but it's really cool. And then when I did, I was like, oh, no. But he likes DOA, and that's what's really cool. Like,
Oh, he's a
Yeah.
professional.
He plays Suzy, right?
It's a big deal.
I think before he got into YouTube, that's what he was doing. Was
We've been to Japan for DOA Dimensions, I think it was. No, really yes. And they then brought him Master Vanessa, if you
Yeah.
and
well, who the other guy was.
I can't think. Oh no,
Chosen
Chosen
Black,
One?
Black Mamba.
Chosen one.
Is it
No,
Chosen
no,
One?
Chosen one.
Is Black Mamba though?
I don't know. You just mentioned the
I'm
name.
just-
Is this your fighting name? Do you like other
No, I think there's a
I
fight.
think there is someone. Let me
Called Black
Google it.
Mamba, I
There is
don't
someone
know.
called Black Mamba.
But
And it's
no,
actually
shit.
Georgina. We just didn't know.
Oh my god. Yeah, I did make up that lie today.
Okay, right.
We're talking about mains. I main Tommy.
I don't know.
You don't main?
I used to main Ionic. And
Okay.
That's
then,
lies.
yeah, I used to main
Oh.
Ionic.
He used the button smash.
And then I switched to Mario Rose. For the most
Okay.
part.
A lot
yeah.
of people like that.
And then now I'm kind of enjoying playing as Notori E.
Okay.
But I do know she is a crossover character. I don't think we'll see.
What do you for DOAC?
For the OSC.
You guys on TV? What characters are you hoping to come and haven't been announced yet? Obviously, I can't comment on them.
Haven't been announced. I don't know which characters have been announced. Just so.
Oh, you're testing my skills now, boy, aren't you?
I know Christy. I know Kasumi.
Yeah, Christy released the other week. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
Bayman and
There's Diego.
It's Momiji.
Diego. Oh, I can't comment.
Because she's one of my favourite characters.
I hope she's not in the game just because you like her.
Oh,
She's like one of my favourite characters.
I hope she's not in. I hope
and
that
Hayate are
she's
my
in the.
mates.
I hope she's in the game, but just for your copy, they've taken her out.
just for yours.
Yeah, just a special DLC.
But yeah,
Guys, I mean,
you know what? I should know all these characters by heart.
Mm.
Guys, right, I'm trying to think of roster, so let's get this Cassidy.
Yeah.
Zach.
yeah.
Jan Lee.
Yeah.
Helena.
Helena's good. That's a lot of people major
Hel-
with her.
Helena Dogley.
I said Hayate today? Did I say Hayate?
I think so.
I said Hayate.
There's Ryu Hayabusa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
That's
Love
cute.
Ryu.
Bayman.
Yeah.
Christy. There's
Ionic.
just another one. Hold on.
That's the most important.
Tino we announced.
Then you had to have Bass, right?
There is Bass, yeah, Bass.
Yeah.
There's Mila. Mila's been announced.
Does anyone play as Mila?
Hitomi and Leifang.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
know actually my mind is. There's two more characters.
What's her name?
And Diego, the new character.
If you
Diego.
have
yeah.
Leifang-
The new
What
character.
about Is it Kokoro?
We don't care about Kokoro, but Diego.
Ooh, whoa.
So there's
Diego.
new
She
characters
doesn't
in this
play
game,
with her.
correct?
There is
So far,
Yeah, so we've announced a new character, Diego. From the streets of New York. My voice is again for that one. Yeah. So Diego's a new guy. He's a hard hitter. He's really.
So what's his fighting style?
So he's a street fighter. This guy. Nitty gritty. Punches very hard. That's
Wow.
yeah. So his whole fighting style is around like the kind of traditional street fighting
Yeah.
style. So Yeah, it's a lot rougher around the edges than some of the other fighters you'll see in the DOA.
Okay, so it's a bit of a departure from the regular DOA characters, or
Yeah, because the other ones have like really learned their style over the years. And this one is just a guy, with
just
like
random
money,
guys
and,
fighting on the street.
And he introduces some of the new stages to throw down,
Mm.
which is like an alleyway in New York. Like people, when you punch into the audience, they will hit back, and that ruins some of your momentum.
Oh,
so you
really?
can keep punching if you push them.
What I'd love to see? Because how like obviously when we do win games and a couple of months in, there's all these DLC characters. We get an Attack on Titan character in the game.
No.
Well, we did have Attack on Titan costumes and stages.
And the stage.
That was cool. The stage was fun.
I don't think logistically, I don't think that you're going to see that only because of there's the whole rights and copyright.
It's tough because obviously, like the season 5, season 4 was it? Was it 5? Which had all the anime stuff. Obviously, we don't have anymore, so that was like a timed DLC battle. So if you have it, you have it.
Wouldn't it be sweet to get one of them in there, like someone? Just be past it.
You have to
Just tweet towards the Doatech official Twitter. Just keep asking.
We'll do like a little voting kind of thing, and we'll say Kotek just make it happen.
Why would you want to see Attack on Titan?
Having like Mikasa in there, or like
No, because it's so unfair.
I got a question for you. So,
or, like,
not anime-wise,
Yeah.
if you could have another game character, it's like a crossover.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
Russell, okay.
Everyone at events, everyone always comes up and goes, I want this character in the game as a crossover. I'm like, cool.
I
Like,
don't know.
what would you guys want? One character in the game. Who would you?
Does it have to be a Kotek? Okay.
I don't think.
No, just like any game. What was your dream character?
Definitely not Akira. Going back to the question, I would say I always thought Huang Gai from
Okay.
Dynasty
Really?
Warriors
No.
because his musos, for the most part, are wrestling moves.
Okay.
So I thought he would be a great. It wouldn't make
That's
sense to
interesting.
have him in the
Yeah.
game, but it would be very interesting because Dynasty Warriors started off as a fighting game. So I thought maybe that would be a great march to the
Yeah.
series. But
That's interesting. Usually people go for anything other than Koei games.
really,
Yeah. That's
I
interesting.
thought it would. I've always thought it would make
In
sense.
my opinion, it needs to be like a Kotek game.
What about you? What do you think?
I was gonna say Dodomeki is a joke,
Dodomeki.
but no.
You've gone for a Kuno game. Yeah.
Let's see.
Kuno
Maybe even a Persona character would be cool.
You think in a fighting game, a Persona character?
Yeah, why not?
Which
That
one?
could work.
Wait, which one? You're gonna say Morgana?
No, maybe
Imagine
someone
that.
like a
Possibly.
really, like a really
Possible.
bantery kind of guy.
Or like Teddy? Well, they are in fighting games. It would make sense. Like
maybe someone
Kanji
like
Tatsumi.
Yosuke, Hanamura, or
Imagine you saying that.
imagine that. Yeah, it would be like a kind of like a gang character.
But how would that work
But
in a 3D
If it's
fight?
like a real, if it's like a real, if you want a real answer, I want an Attack on Titan character, either like Levi, no,
Levy,
Levi.
yeah, Levy.
No, 'cause I was watching
Levy.
Fairy Tale the other day.
No,
I was
okay,
watching, have you ever
Levy.
seen Fairy Tale the
I
other day?
watch all of her. I love her.
Like, I don't know why, something like Levi and Gajil stuck in my mind for some reason.
Honestly, I love her.
Have you seen the new series?
I have. It's amazing, right?
Oh,
We're very off topic.
Actually, no, Gajil could work in the game.
We did have fairy tale costumes. I think there's only costumes for we had like Gio,
Oh, I love
Juliet.
Jimmy and Greg.
I could honestly, I could have a whole podcast about me talking about fairy tale. I love that show
We
so
should do
much.
that.
It's a special fairy tale.
That's it.
No, but honestly, Levi, but definitely Mikasa.
How would that work? Because they rely on weapons.
How would it not work? Have you not seen Mikasa? She's got really good fighting skills. Or Annie.
She is
Annie's actually good at wrestling.
Annie is very good. Like, that's how I
Or
skill,
Reiner as well.
Okay, why don't you just get the armored Titan? If you're just saying all this, you might as well bring the Titan.
I mean, you can have it as a stage where like.
Well, they've already had that as a stage.
it was the Colossal Titan stage, wasn't it? Where
Yeah.
it's Peter with them all ready to go.
Yeah.
That stage freaks me out.
I love it. I always got that.
It's a bit creepy.
I mean, I wouldn't
I
have
like
Armin in there. Just
It's-
weak.
No, Armin would be the best character.
Armin becomes like proper good.
I tell you, he just reminds me of what do you call him, Elliot. They're just the same guy.
I think he actually wasn't that the costume for
I
Armin?
think
Wasn't that the guy
I
that
think
owned-
so.
I feel like that might have been it. I feel like
I feel like Elliot dressed up as Armin for Halloween.
But they're the same person.
Exactly.
The same person. What about you? What character would you like to see?
Ooh.
Just talking about as Nathan.
A fairy tale
As
character.
Nathan. As Nathan.
Not
I
as
don't know.
Nathan.
I
I feel
think
like
Juvia would be good.
I feel like I wouldn't go for like anime. I love me some anime.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that would work very well. Who would I want? Who's what this game we've been playing recently? Well, one of my favorite games is Zelda.
Link.
I don't know if Link would work in it.
I don't think he can work.
Because that would be one of my first thoughts, like, oh my god, we really love Link.
Yeah.
That's why I love Mario World. Could this crossover of two of my favorite things? But I don't know. Otherwise, I'd like to see someone from Assassin's Creed. I thought that'd be an interesting, interesting style.
But I think that's been done before.
That'd be amazing. Like, even if you just rock one of the new assassins, like Cassandra or Alex, like, that'd be really cool. I feel like they could fit in quite well because they do have the stabbings, but you know,
Could work.
What can a hero characters?
Oh yeah,
so much yes. Obviously, Bandai own that hard though. Like,
that's true.
Bandai have that like yeah.
They're not gonna give me a review copy either. So I'm a
is
bit
it
upset.
pledge? You want to beg them now?
If you're listening, just give me. No, of course.
I love it. I'm so sad. It's obviously going to continue.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Wait, did I call it the Japanese name again?
Boku no
Yeah,
Hero.
I don't know why I do that.
I call it that normally, but I had to remember to like speak in English at times because people at the gym are like, "What are you watching?" I'm just like, "Boku no My Hero Academia is what I. What the hell was I just saying?" At least Attack on Titan and Fairy Tail, which is not easy to say in English.
You don't go full weeb or
I don't
Shingeki no Kyojin.
It's hard because I watch it on the gym on the treadmill. I'm not like more relaxing.
Where's the Spider-Man feeling?
Spider-Man, how would that work? Spider-Man. I don't think. Well, they have the same voice actor as Hayato, right? One last thing. You gave us a gift.
Oh, damn.
You already know what this is.
I do. I have seen it. I'm not gonna.
It's basically. It's not as great as Nathan's gift. Nathan's basically given us a reason to buy a Nintendo Switch. I don't know why I decided to get this, but last time when we were speaking, you mentioned that you really enjoyed Dynasty Warriors 3.
It was my favorite game.
So I thought, okay, we get Nathan Dynasty Warriors 3. We've got this imported from Japan. And it's very interesting because I'm not sure, it's in perfect condition. Artwork and everything is in there. I don't know if you can read Japanese, but if you can.
I'm practicing, I'm learning.
Yeah, you're learning? Okay. There's some really interesting things in here. It's very different from the original ones. Like, they don't have the artwork in here, it's just the CG.
Oh, okay.
So if you remember, the original Dynasty Warriors 2 had those sketch and stuff.
That's really interesting.
Champion jockeying advertisements in there
Is
as
this-
well. And there's also the surveys. Someone's actually filled this out, so I don't know what you're going to do with this.
I mean, I've got a Japanese man's phone number, or woman's phone number now, so...
Well,
Why
figure
didn't
out
you
who
actually
it
get
is.
them to translate the survey and see what they said about the game?
You know, I think it would be very interesting if you gave this to the Japanese office
No, but
and
we need
sorted
to
something
make
out for this person.
Yeah.
Like, got him a gift or something.
It
'cause
returned itself to Koei. Please, thank you for your...
I think that would be
I
quite
mean, only
cool.
if it's a good review.
What makes me sad, though, is that they never sent it. This poor guy filled it in. Oh, filled it in, just put it in the case.
But there's two of them inside.
Oh, there are two.
There's two.
Is it
So
from the same person?
one of them one has been filled in. I don't think this is this is the survey. I don't think this is.
Oh, yeah, this one hasn't been filled in.
So that's the survey because I remember those surveys, but I don't.
Yeah, 'cause it's an
This is a
email.
postcard. It's got the office address and everything on it. I don't know if it's the same address, but
And this just has name. Maybe this is like we put it on the front. It looks like the address or something, like return address.
so
Very cool gift. I'm gonna frame this with the address. I might go visit them while I'm in Japan.
you should do. Well, if you can figure out where it is. Hopefully, we don't send him somewhere
Like, weird.
some yakuza
I mean,
place.
this person might not live there. This was in 2000. It was on the 15th of October 2000.
People tell them that's actually.
What would
Very
happen?
close to the
Yeah.
What would
Really
happen if you
weird.
filled this out?
What happened if I filled this out?
Yeah.
I mean,
If you filled one of these surveys out.
there'll be a space-time continuum error. Koei would implode. Me working at Koei.
I just want to know, like,
I used to fill these in as a kid, by the way. Legit. I used
would
to
they
do
come
it.
here?
No, I don't actually know now. We don't really get. We have one or two occasionally that just pop up in our office.
No, I mean before. Would you send them off to this office?
I don't know. I don't remember actually.
Because I still
think
have
it
them,
was-
so I'll probably fill one
I
out.
think it was our office, but we don't do them in the game.
Well, yeah. Well, now they're
What happened
online.
there in the future? What it ruined us? Yeah, I think it might have been me. You know, I mean, I was very young. I didn't know where I was sending at the time. My mom and dad probably knew. I'm just like, yeah.
What if you look through the office and you find your survey?
That would really scare me.
It's just on your desk.
Like,
You're like, what the hell is
shadowing
going
me.
on?
Working. It's like my leaving load. They just put it on my desk the day I leave going one day, and it's like, you found this in, you take it with you. You keep this. You frame it. You worked it out.
Honestly, you know what I was thinking about the other day? If we never played Dynasty Warriors, I think we'd even be here for the podcast.
I don't think we would, to be
Like,
honest.
if we never played Dynasty Warriors 2, that one specifically.
This one.
Yes, this one.
It's
Japan.
strange.
Imagine how life would have turned out.
What do you mean?
Would Get a Life exist? Would you? Have
No, I don't
Exactly.
think it would. I don't
Would
think.
you have had a life?
Would we actually be into
We probably
video
would
games?
have.
I mean, I don't know. Would we have played games like Samurai Warriors, like Orochi, like what would have happened?
Because I remember when I first played DW3.
This is one of the first video games I ever played, Dynasty Warriors 2. First ever video game.
My brother got me into this. I remember he bought it, like, it was in the bargain bin, I think number 1 or 2.
Wow.
And he's like, I really want to get this. You know,
It's in the bargain
it's one of them games he found it, and I'm like, what? Yeah, and it was full price in the end, which was hilarious, because my mom was not happy with that. But yeah, and then I was like, I don't want to play that. It looks really silly. Why would you want to play that game? And then I sat in his room at midnight, and I played it. Just like,
The Yellow Turban mission.
oh, it's amazing.
You know what I liked about these older Dynasty Warriors games? They were so silly.
Yeah.
It was it was like campy. It was like the whole "you flaming idiots" thing. That's not going to be in this game because this is the Japanese version. But it just had so much character to it. They still do, but I mean,
they look so fluffy compared to what they are these days.
All I remember was
I love it.
these 2 games, R1, our Dynasty Warriors 2 game got scratched up.
No.
So we had to, I think we brought the game 3 times.
Really?
And
you can get them cleaned up at CX and stuff.
No, this was like,
you know,
this was back in the day.
I want to call out CX because
Oh,
I bought a copy of Dynasty Warriors 2 from them. I paid £1 for it.
So
it's you know, it's not the end of the world.
Please
Wow,
put up the
that's
prices.
money.
Please put up the prices.
You know, so I was searching high and low for it. I finally found it, and they said, "Yeah, if it doesn't work, we'll send you a new one." I said,
Yeah.
"Okay, cool." The replacement doesn't work. The original didn't work. They sent me out 3 times,
Oh.
and none of them worked. And I was like,
No.
"Okay, so I have no copy that works now." But realistically, to be honest with you, I'm still campaigning to get that game out on PSN. Just saying. It's just so difficult, Nathan, because Koei doesn't... I don't know who owns the rights. Because I tried contacting Midas. They said, we don't own them. Speak to Ghostlight. I spoke to Ghostlight. They said, speak to Koei. Now I'm here, and no one knows.
No one,
And now you're
no one
going.
has the right. Should we just buy the
I
rights?
think
to
we
it?
should buy the rights.
You guys
And then,
buy the rights?
I don't mind. How expensive do you think the rights are going to be?
I don't know. I can't talk to you about rights. I don't own any rights.
That's it. Well, I
don't
think
own rights.
if it comes to it, I'll buy the rights and probably give it back to Koei.
We do the ask about it, actually. Be surprised. I don't know about that.
It's a mystery,
It's
isn't
not,
it?
it's not for my role to be burdened with these duties of.
See,
massive
Nathan's just the PR boy.
I do my job. I talk about
Nathan's just
games.
the, like, he's sort of like Yukimura of
What?
the office.
What do you mean, Yukimura?
Do I get the
Like
face?
the guy who's,
That's
you
it.
know, the guy who's on the front page, basically. Do you know what I mean?
He's the front line. No, I don't think he is.
I don't know. I suppose it's me and the social guy in most frontline.
Yeah.
But I suppose
I
I
mean,
do
in a
go
good
out.
way. I don't mean in a bad way.
yeah.
You're the first person to speak
Yeah.
to when it comes to like community stuff. And
But I suppose like I'm the guy that has to like throw myself out there first. Like press announcement, like here we go guys, don't kill me.
like, if there's one person you know from Koei Tecmo, it's going to be him.
I don't know how that happened. I feel like Chin did very well. Like I love being public.
Yeah,
yeah. When Chin was here, obviously Chin was that guy, and then he graduated. He was leaving. He started. Oh guys, look, it's Nathan. Yeah, I'm just like okay, sure. And then now like everyone's like, so where's Nathan? I'm like, we do have a social team, guys. Like it's not me. But I don't know how it happened. Though. People think of Korea, they think of this lovely face who got like this.
So you basically said it yourself. You are the face. You are Koei.
Well, not
You
Koei.
are Yukimura of
I wish I was Koei. But I'm sure when we have more events, people will be in our social team, and they will be Simon will be the face of Koei eventually. He will take over from me.
Is Simon in today?
He's not. He's actually in Italy at Luca, which is an anime.
Oh, okay.
So he's gone to look around to see what things are in Italy. Who knows what he'll find?
Maybe some pizza, some spaghetti.
He is going to go to the Leaning Tower of Pizza. I don't know if they have pizza or not.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, probably too wobbly.
Probably next to it. I would imagine.
Where is he? Is he Rome then? Is it Rome?
Luca is in Luca. I think Luca's the tower.
I just want to say something.
The,
Imagine if they don't eat like proper pizza there. They just go to like Pizza
I
Hut.
was say, what if they don't eat properly?
no,
I was like,
they have Domino's. That's what they have.
honestly, I feel like Italy's the one place that Domino's can't do.
You read?
I don't know. I feel like I would do it.
I heard that Italy's like they recently got their first Starbucks. Like 1 year ago. Yeah.
I'm not thinking. I'm a coffee player.
I don't think they would have stuff like Cafe Nero though.
Because I don't really drink coffee. Unless it's an office.
There's a coffee right there.
I finished it now. It's gone. Vanished. Where was it?
When did you drink it?
Thinking, I was a little rebel.
I was so upset because we were running for the training queue for us. And all looking fake was I didn't get my Starbucks this morning.
I do get a free Starbucks once a week and I never use it. Because I got my health card, which gives, if you work out, you get free Starbucks.
Oh wow.
But, like, there's no Starbucks in life. So if I'm at a meeting, I'll go get a Starbucks.
So you have to come to London every week to get Starbucks.
Yeah, I mean, I do have meetings in London once in a while. So
Yeah.
it works out. My MCM, I was like, I can treat myself to Starbucks. And they were like, no, it's in MCM XL, we don't give free Starbucks here. I was like,
Oh my god. Thank you guys, and thank you Nathan. We've annoyed you
You
a
don't
lot,
know me.
especially with Warriors of and thank you,
I'll just do my throat there,
thank you, Georgina, for coming on the podcast today. We really do
Special.
appreciate. Yeah, no, because this is the reason we came all the way here to see her and to speak with her today.
Oh, that was my impression that you were just here for backup. I thought, this is
No,
Georgina's show.
This is you were here for backup, Nathan.
Oh.
So we actually wanted to speak to Georgina today about
I'm
everything.
so glad I
going-
said to fill in the gap.
Yeah,
The silence.
that's it. I think that's the end of this episode. Thank you
No,
guys.
Thank you, Nathan.
Thank you guys for
Thank
having
you.
me. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for listening, guys.
We're not getting you Switch Reaver.
You get me a Switch for my birthday.
Stop.
A lot of characters have daddy issues. I'm not going to deny that.
Well, you know.
I'm just saying.
It's a town full of daddy issues.
Why did you
That was a
dad?
dab right there.
Nathan
You
dad?
just dabbed. It was Attack on Titan.
I can
No.
floss as well. Is that too bad?
Nathan, you've ruined this episode
Sorry.
with your dad.
Please
I'm
keep,
so
No,
sorry.
please keep saying nice things.
You need to put on the hoodie and then dab.
I'm glad you guys aren't here to witness dabbing. 3 dabs is enough. No, and they couldn't see your dabs either, so
What?
that's 4 dabs and we're done. So see you guys.